In 2015, a man named David received a titanium rod in his leg after a terrible car accident shattered his bones. The surgery was successful, but 2 years later, an infection developed around the implant. Doctors tried antibiotics, but the bacteria was shielded by the metal. Eventually, the implant had to be removed, a painful, dangerous, and expensive procedure. Stories like David's happen every day. Millions of people around the world rely on implants, hip replacements, pacemakers, dental implants, stents. These devices save lives and restore mobility. But there's a hidden problem. Once they're inside the body, they can fail. They can break, wear down, or become infected. And replacing them often means another risky surgery. But what if implants didn't just sit inside the body? What if they could heal themselves? This idea is no longer science fiction. Biomedical engineers are now designing implants with materials that can repair damage, fight infection, and even adapt to the body over time. Take self-healing polymers. Imagine a hip replacement coated with a special material that, if it cracks, automatically glues itself back together at the microscopic level. Or consider bioactive ceramics that release healing compounds into surrounding bone, encouraging it to grow stronger around the implant. In one experiment, researchers created a plastic material with tiny capsules embedded inside. When the material cracked, the capsules burst, releasing liquid that hardened and sealed the crack, just like blood clotting after a wound. Applied to implants, this could mean a device that heals itself without a single visit to the surgeon. Another breakthrough is infection-fighting implants. Some engineers are designing implants coated with nanoparticles of silver or antibiotics, slowly releasing them to kill bacteria before they spread. Others are exploring implants that can sense infection and release medicine on demand, acting like a built-in pharmacy inside the body. Even more futuristic are implants that talk to the body. Using smart sensors, these devices can monitor stress, pressure, or chemical signals. If they detect a problem, like inflammation or early signs of rejection, they can respond instantly. Some prototypes even send signals wirelessly to doctors, warning them before the patient feels anything at all. The impact of self-healing implants would be enormous. Right now, one of the biggest challenges in orthopedic surgery is implant failure. Hip and knee replacements often need to be replaced within 15 to 20 years. For younger patients, that means multiple surgeries over a lifetime. With self-healing materials, those implants could last a lifetime. In cardiology, pacemakers and stents that repair themselves could prevent heart surgeries. In dentistry, self-healing fillings could end the cycle of constant replacements. The savings in cost, risk, and suffering would be beyond measure. But as with all biomedical revolutions, questions remain. How safe are these materials over decades inside the body? Can self-healing implants adapt to the unique chemistry of every patient? And perhaps most importantly, who will have access to them? Will they remain experimental technologies for the wealthy, or become standard care available to all? And then there's the ethical frontier. If we build implants that can heal, adapt, and even improve themselves, are we creating devices, or are we creating something closer to living beings? What happens when the line between biology and technology blurs completely? For patients like David, the promise of self-healing implants is more than technology. It's freedom. Freedom from repeat surgeries. Freedom from fear of failure. Freedom to live without the shadow of what's inside their body breaking down. This is the future biomedical engineers are building. Implants that don't just exist, but endure. Devices that don't just restore life, but protect it. A future where the tools we place inside the body are as resilient and alive as the body itself. And so the question is, if you had the chance to receive an implant that could heal itself, would you trust it more than the surgeon's hands that placed it inside you?